Breaking Coco Gauff and boyfriend celebrate tense baseball signing day at Mizzou. Codey's big moment. It was meant to be a day of celebration. Banners flying, cameras flashing, smiles all around. But when Codey Gauff, younger brother of tennis superstar Coco Gauff, sat down to sign his letter of intent with the University of Missouri's baseball program, the atmosphere in the packed Delray Beach High School gym was anything but calm. The air crackled with tension. Whispers spread through the crowd. Family, coaches, reporters, everyone seemed to sense that this was more than just another signing day. By the end of the afternoon, though, one thing was clear. This was a defining moment for both Codey Gauff and the Gauff family, one that blended pride, pressure, emotion, and the kind of support only Coco could bring. And when Coco arrived with her boyfriend Jalen Sarah, the energy in the room shifted from anxious to unforgettable. Baseball Codey's big decision. A dream years in the making. For Codey Gauff, baseball has always been more than a sport. It's been his voice. While his sister's rise in tennis made global headlines, Codey quietly built a name for himself in the baseball community, earning recognition as one of Florida's most promising young shortstops. But behind the smile and natural athleticism was a teenager carrying the invisible weight of expectation. Being a Gauff meant excellence was expected, and on this particular day, every eye was on him. The University of Missouri, known for its fierce NCAA baseball program, had been courting him for months. Still, sources close to the family said Codey had struggled with his decision until the very last minute. Other offers had come from schools like Florida State, Vanderbilt, and LSU, and with the stakes so high, choosing Mizzou wasn't simple. Even as the ceremony began, his nerves were obvious. He tapped his pen, glanced around the room, and exhaled deeply before finally picking up the letter of intent. His father, Corey, leaned forward, whispering something in his ear, perhaps the same calm advice he'd given Coco before her first U.S. Open final. Take your time. You've earned this. Tennis entered Coco Gauff, the big sister's arrival. And then, just as the tension seemed thick enough to touch, the doors at the back of the gym swung open. In walked Coco Gauff, the 21-year-old tennis sensation, dressed in a sleek black jumpsuit and Mizzou cap. Cameras flashed instantly. Students gasped. But Coco wasn't there for the attention. She was there for her brother. At her side was Jalen Sarah, her musician boyfriend, who had flown in overnight to surprise Codey. With his easy charm and supportive grin, he blended in effortlessly with the family, offering quiet reassurance as the crowd erupted into applause. Coco's presence seemed to shift the entire energy in the room. She hugged Codey tightly, whispered something that made him laugh, and then sat beside her parents, her expression beaming with quiet pride. "It's his day," she said to a local reporter. "I just want him to feel how proud we are, no matter what he chooses." Warning, the moment of tension. A family divided? Just as Codey began signing, something unexpected happened. A ripple of confusion spread through the audience. Apparently, an earlier leak had suggested that Codey might still be leaning toward another school, possibly Florida State, leading to speculation that he could change his mind at the last second. A few Mizzou hats sat neatly on the table, but beside them, someone noticed a Florida State cap tucked discreetly in the corner. The crowd murmured. Phones went up. Coaches exchanged glances. Was he about to pull a dramatic switch? Coco leaned forward, visibly tense, her eyes locked on her brother. Jalen rested a hand on her shoulder, sensing her nerves. Finally, after a long pause, Codey smiled. He picked up the Mizzou hat, adjusted it on his head, and signed the letter. The gym erupted. Relief, joy, cheers, all bursting at once. And just like that, the tension melted into celebration. Fountain pen, the signing heard around Mizzou. As the flashbulbs went off, Codey looked up, a wide grin spreading across his face. Coco was the first to reach him, wrapping him in a tight hug that seemed to last forever. "You scared us for a second," she teased, laughing through tears. He chuckled, shaking his head. "Had to keep it dramatic, you know." Moments later, the official Mizzou representative handed him his new team jersey, black and gold, with his last name embroidered across the back. The crowd roared as he held it up high. Coco clapped, her smile glowing with the same pride she had after her U.S. Open victory. This time, though, camera would flash the photos that melted the internet. By evening, photos and videos from the event had taken over Instagram, X, and TikTok. A shot of Coco wiping away tears as Codey signed. A clip of Jalen hugging Codey. The two exchanging a fist bump. The iconic family photo, Coco in her Mizzou cap. Codey holding his jersey, their parents smiling proudly. Coco's caption read, "From the backyard to the big leagues. Codey, I've seen every hour of your grind. You've earned every bit of this. Hashtag Mizzou proud black heart yellow heart." Within minutes, the post gained hundreds of thousands of likes. Fellow athletes chimed in, Naomi Osaka, Frances Tiafoe, and even Serena Williams commented their congratulations. Serena wrote, "Family of champions. Keep shining, Gauffs." Relieved faced a moment of reflection. Tension turned triumph. Looking back, the tension of the morning only made the victory sweeter. What began as a nerve-wracking event, full of rumors, pressure, and uncertainty, ended in laughter, unity, and pride. The Gauffs had once again shown the world what true resilience and love look like. Coco later told ESPN in an interview, "It was emotional because it reminded me of when I was his age, having to make huge decisions that shape your whole life. I'm just happy he trusted his heart. And that heart led him to Mizzou." Glowing star the legacy continues. The Gauff family story has always been one of quiet strength and boundless faith. From Coco's meteoric rise to Codey's steady climb, they've proven that greatness is a family affair, built on love, belief, and the courage to take risks. As the night ended, Codey stood in the parking lot with his family and Jalen, holding his new Mizzou cap in his hand, looking up at the sky. "You ready for what's next?" Coco asked. He smiled. "Always." And just like that, the next chapter began. A young man stepping into his own spotlight, guided by a sister who once did the same, and supported by a family whose bond could weather any storm. Red Heart Final Reflection. What makes the Gauffs unstoppable? What makes this story so powerful isn't just that a young athlete made his dream come true. It's that he did it surrounded by love, the kind that endures tension, uncertainty, and pressure, and still stands tall when the spotlight fades. Coco Gauff may be a global superstar, but on that day, she was simply a big sister, cheering, crying, and celebrating the person she's always believed in. And for Codey, his journey to Mizzou isn't just about baseball. It's about stepping into his own greatness, knowing that no matter what, his family will always be in his corner. In the end, it wasn't a signing that made the moment unforgettable. It was the heart behind it, the love that carried the Gauff name from the courts of tennis to the diamonds of baseball. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.